Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Door here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to My Hero Academia Vigilantes Season 1, Episode 5, titled Judgement. Koichi and Pop find themselves considerably influenced by various events from their past. Okay, so I have no idea what that means, so I don't even know what to expect. I'm guessing some Koichi and Pop backstory. Like that would be the most obvious um what we'd be getting, but who knows if that actually is what we're getting. It could just be alluded to but not actually shown or spoken about, and you just have to infer from their decisions of modern day actions as to what that past is. I don't think that's how they'd go, but it could be. But let's get this started in three, two, one, go. This is the scene that was apparently cut from a previous episode. You gotta admit, you gotta acknowledge how creepy that is. This is why Koichi has no friends. You really think Koichi can do anything to make Knuckle Duster do anything? I do still love the dynamic between Pop and Knuckle Duster. Yeah, apparently that was shown earlier in the manga. I don't know why this part specifically always brings a smile to my face. I don't know why that seemed different. Maybe I'm just imagining things. But yeah, we've already gotten some of the characters I was surprised they showed in the opening. Like, we saw Midnight and Aizawa, obviously, Sukuruchi and Sanshi? Sansa? The cat one. Queen Bee, whose name I keep forgetting, and there's still more. Well, I don't think he'll be robbing any more stores. Why does she have a key to his place now? Really? You're eating his dessert? It's in his fridge. Exactly what he means. You're in an entrance exam to be a hero. Do the heroic thing. Did you really have to strip off to do it? You're standing on the ground, aren't you? Eat body and cash right hand. Uh, as soon as I saw the pink hair, I thought it was her. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, to be fair, kids at that age tend to look um androgynous. That's the word. And you didn't recognize the power? Oh no, you did. I have a feeling something bad's gonna happen. Of course, he said. Then why are you eating it? He didn't end up getting one. Maybe to apologize for eating the pudding earlier and then you ate it on him? Oh, it's got its own splash screens now. These weren't in the first few episodes. You really don't think the same thing's gonna happen? Oh, it's this guy. I had a feeling it was one of the ones we met, but I couldn't remember which one. Well, if once is enough, choose a pattern. Hmm. I mean, at least you get some recognition. Where's Thingo? He probably no, I don't think he recognized anything going on. Or a refined batch. Ah, there's the drone. So apparently, the person she was talking to was meant to be kept hidden. Unfortunately, that can't really be done when you actually give them a voice actor. If you can't do any combat related stuff, keeping the villain distracted is a good way to be a hero. Okay, I'm sorry, what? Knowing who that is, why would you alert the villain to that? I forget if. I forget. That's all I'm gonna say. Isn't that what? Isn't that what you do? Well, no, it is interesting. The fact that he'd even agree to meet them in such a public place. And he wanted all three of them there. You still got a couple weak spots, mate. Yeah, so, turns out that Thingo was right about dangerous people. Ah, I don't think you're gonna get anywhere with him, B. I still don't know her name. It started with a H. MHA. Hachisuka. I don't think I'm gonna remember that. I'm just gonna keep calling her B. Okay, so I knew about the one where Koichi ended up having no friends because he people were weirded out by how dilapidated his place looked. Um, that I didn't remember that from the manga, but that was one of the things that I heard people say was cut. Turns out it wasn't cut; it was just reorganized. Which I mean, yeah, it does make sense to have all of the backstory in one place. Like, obviously, not all of the backstory, but the one to explain Koichi's situation and then showing the shared history between him and Popstep. I do find it funny that the entire reason he hasn't even considered that Popstep was the kid that he saved is because he thought he saved a boy. It's a little funny, but and then she comes over trying to one make amends for eating his pudding, two return his jacket, and three tell him the truth, and then Knuckle Dust is there. How old is Koichi? He said he was in college. Koichi, MHA. Gonna ignore everything except for the age. Age is 19's first appearance. And let's see. Pop Step MHA. Pop Step first appearance is does not say. Like, she's obviously younger than Koichi. She's 5 years younger than Koichi. Or 4 to 5. Because she's 14, 15. No, wait, that says if she's in her last year of middle school. Never mind. That was a question. And then this is like 4 and 5 years before the events of My Hero Academia. So she would theoretically be the same age as Shigaraki. No. Maybe? Tomo Shigaraki, age, Final War, 21. Final War, age 21. Yeah, I guess in the 4 to 5 year range, she would be the same age as Shigaraki. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Because she very much was a child when he saved her. And then, obviously, he was a teen. Huh. I did not know that they had such a shared history. And I'll admit, I should have picked it up by the fact that Koichi was stood there in a suit. I don't think that boy owns any suits. That was a perceived future where that person had become a hero and was talking about what inspired him. I thought that was actually what happened, and that's why I said when I saw the pink hair, I thought it was, and then her reaction to him saying it was a boy, like while still in the apartment, I'm like, was it her? And then we got the confirmation almost immediately. And then wasn't expecting the return of the rock guy, nor was I expecting the introduction of Stendhal. I thought that would have come later. And what did that guy want to speak to the team about? Is he going to talk about the fact that someone's going around taking out everyone who has used Trigger in the past? Um hmm. Because if that's the case, then that could be like he's telling them that he knows someone's after him. That would imply that he knows the other people who used it. Hmm. I don't know. I don't really have many thoughts about this episode afterwards. So, what does Queen Bee want with Stendhal? Like, there's no way he's going to agree to join her. Just knowing what I know about that character. So, yeah, what could she possibly want? I mean, she could forcibly inject him like she did with all the civilians, but that would require getting through his armor. Not gonna tell anything about who Stendhal is. Hmm. But I didn't think it sounded right when the two were talking about their upperclassmen. Thinking that I didn't think that might have been Stendhal, just knowing what I know about the character. But I also could have been reading that scene wrong, and they were talking about someone else who was wanting to be inspired, and I'm just conflating the two because we know obviously it was someone else, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna end this one here. So with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.